I was sitting on the couch with a carton of Thai food in my hands when I saw it. The ring. Not a fashion ring, not costume jewelry. A full engagement ring with a diamond that caught the light from the TV. On her left hand. On the hand of the woman I'd been living with for 3 years. Athena was picking at her pad thai, not eating, just moving the noodles around with her fork. She'd been home from Miami for almost 24 hours, and something had felt wrong since the moment she walked through the door. Distant, nervous, constantly checking her phone like she was waiting for news she didn't want to hear. I'd chalked it up to travel exhaustion, maybe some drama with her friends during the trip. Women's weekends could get intense, or so I'd always assumed. But now, looking at that ring, everything clicked into place with a clarity that felt almost surreal. I put my food down slowly. Didn't say anything at first. Just looked at her hand, then at her face. She'd gone pale, like someone had drained the color right out of her skin. Her eyes darted to mine, then away, then back again. "That's new," I said. My voice came out calmer than I expected. Steady, almost curious. She pulled her hand back fast, tucking it under her leg like that would make the ring disappear. "Oh, I can explain." "I'm sure you can." I turned to face her fully, setting the takeout container on the coffee table. "Go ahead." Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. The confidence she usually carried, the kind that could walk into any room and own it, just evaporated. She looked like a kid caught stealing candy, except we weren't kids. And this wasn't candy. "We really need to talk," she finally said. "Seriously." That's when something shifted in my head. Not anger exactly, not even hurt in the way I would have expected. Just this cold, absolute clarity. Like watching dominoes fall in slow motion and understanding the pattern before they even hit the ground. "Actually," I said, standing up, "there's no need." She blinked. "What?" "No need to talk." I picked up my plate and walked it to the kitchen. My hands were steady. My thoughts were already 3 moves ahead. There's really nothing to say. "Wait, Tristan, just let me explain." "Explain what?" I turned back to look at her. "That you went to Miami for a girls' trip and came back engaged to someone else while still living with me? What part of that needs explaining?" "It's complicated." "It's genuinely not." I leaned against the counter. "You know what's interesting? You're sitting here wearing that ring in front of me like I'm supposed to just accept it. Like I'm supposed to listen while you tell me how this all makes sense. Like I'm supposed to be understanding." Her eyes were filling with tears now. The mascara she'd carefully applied that morning was starting to run. "Please, just... Does he know about me?" Silence. "That's what I thought." I nodded slowly. "Does he know you've been living with me for 3 years? That your clothes are in that closet right there? That your name is on the lease?" More silence. The tears started falling for real now. "Here's what's going to happen," I said, and my voice stayed level, almost clinical. "You're going to go to your parents' house. You're going to tell them your big news. You're going to enjoy that moment. Take your time." "Tristan." "I'm not done." I held up a hand. "When you come back, things are going to be different. But don't worry about it tonight. Go celebrate with your family. They must be so excited for you." She was full-on crying now, mascara streaking down her face. I never meant for this to happen. "Sure you didn't." I grabbed my keys from the counter. "I'm going out for a bit. You should probably head to your parents soon. Big news like that, you don't want to wait." I walked past her, opened the door, then paused. "Oh, and Athena. Congratulations on the engagement. The door closed behind me with a quiet click. I sat in my car for a minute, letting the adrenaline settle. Then I pulled out my phone and started making calls. Floyd answered on the second ring. "Hey man, what's up?" "I need a favor," I said, starting the engine. "Know any good moving companies that work fast?" "Moving companies?" His confusion was obvious. "You moving somewhere?" "Not me," I said, "but someone is. Tonight." I had about 3 hours before she'd be back from her parents' house. That was plenty of time. Floyd met me at a diner 20 minutes later. I ordered coffee, laid out the situation in 5 sentences. He just shook his head slowly. "Man, that's brutal. What do you need?" "Your truck if you're free, and maybe help coordinating." "Say no more." He pulled out his phone. "My cousin runs a moving service. They do last-minute jobs. Let me call him." While Floyd made the call, I was already building a checklist in my head. Her clothes, everything on the left side of the closet. Bathroom stuff, top 2 shelves. Those ridiculous decorative pillows she'd insisted we needed. That collection of self-help books she never actually read. Everything had to go. Clean sweep. Floyd's cousin Gary answered within minutes. Said he could have a crew there in 90 minutes. Cash job, no questions asked. Perfect. I drove back to the apartment. Athena's car was gone. She'd left for her parents' place like I'd suggested, probably rehearsing whatever story she planned to tell them. I wondered if she'd mentioned the small detail about having a live-in boyfriend. Probably not. The apartment felt different now, like I was seeing it clearly for the first time in months. Her stuff was everywhere, not just in obvious places, but woven into everything. Her yoga mat by the TV, her coffee mug in the sink, pictures of us on the bookshelf, smiling like we had a future together. I started with the pictures, took them down one by one, stacked them in a box. Her problem now. Gary and his crew showed up right on schedule. 3 guys, professional, efficient. They took one look around and got to work. "Everything that's hers?" Gary asked. "Everything." I handed him the list I'd typed up. Clothes in the closet, left side. Bathroom cabinet, top 2 shelves. Kitchen stuff with the purple handles. I've marked it all. They moved like a military operation. Wardrobe boxes for the closet, bubble wrap for anything fragile. I stood there documenting everything with my phone. Photos of boxes being loaded, videos of the process, timestamps on everything. Not because I thought I'd need it legally, just insurance. Floyd showed up halfway through with more boxes and packing tape. "Thought you might run short." "Appreciate it." "She called yet?" I checked my phone. 3 missed calls, 7 texts. "You going to answer?" No point. I watched the movers carry out her desk. "What's she going to say? Please don't remove my stuff from the apartment I share with you while I plan my wedding to another guy." Floyd almost laughed. Fair point. The whole operation took 2 hours. Everything she owned, packed and loaded into Gary's truck. Faster than I'd expected. I paid him cash, added extra for the quick turnaround. "Where do you want this delivered?" Gary asked. I gave him the address to her parents' house. "Put it on the driveway. Ring the bell. Tell them it's Athena's belongings. That's it." "You got it, man." After they left, I changed the locks. I'd bought a new deadbolt from the hardware store that afternoon. Installed it myself. Took 15 minutes. Her key wouldn't work anymore. Neither would any copies she might have made. I stood in the middle of the living room afterward. Empty spaces where her things used to be. Gaps on shelves, missing throw pillows. The apartment looked bigger somehow, cleaner. My phone buzzed again. Another text from her. "Where are you? We need to talk." I typed back quickly. "Nothing to talk about. Your stuff is being delivered to your parents' place. Don't come back here." Sent. Then I blocked her number. Floyd was still there, helping me rearrange furniture to fill the empty spaces. You know she's going to lose it when she gets back here. That's the idea. I moved the couch back against the wall where it actually belonged. She made her choice. I'm just making sure she understands that choices have consequences. Cold, man. Efficient, but cold. She got engaged to another guy while living with me, Floyd. I sat down on the couch, looked around the apartment. Cold doesn't even begin to cover what that is. He nodded slowly. True, so what now? Now, I leaned back. Now I wait for the fireworks. My phone started buzzing. Not my phone, the apartment buzzer. She was back. I walked to the intercom, pressed the button. Yeah? Tristan, what the hell? My key doesn't work. That's correct. What? Why? Let me up. No. Silence for a second. What do you mean, no? I live here. You used to live here. Past tense. Your belongings were delivered to your parents' address about 30 minutes ago. You should head over there. You can't do this. This is my home. Check the lease, I said calmly. My name, my deposit, my furniture. You were a guest who overstayed her welcome. Tristan, please, just let me come up and we can talk. We already had that conversation. You said we needed to talk seriously. I said no need. Remember? That was yesterday. Nothing's changed except now your stuff isn't in my way. You're being insane. I'm being practical. You're engaged to someone else. Go be with him. Go be with your family. Just don't be here. I released the button, turned off the intercom. She kept buzzing for another 5 minutes before giving up. Floyd whistled low. Damn. She'll get over it, I said, grabbing 2 beers from the fridge. Handed him one. Probably already calling that fiancé of hers. Think he knows about you yet? I smiled for the first time that night. He's about to. The next morning, I woke up to 17 missed calls. None from Athena. I'd blocked her. These were from numbers I didn't recognize. I ignored them all. Floyd texted around 9. Dude, check Facebook. I opened the app. Athena's profile was set to private now, but mutual friends were lighting up. Vague posts about tough times and finding out who people really are. Ellen, one of her closer friends, had posted something cryptic about betrayal. Then I saw it. A public post from someone named William Brooks. The profile picture showed a guy in his early 30s, decent looking, wearing a suit. Professional type. Can anyone tell me why my fiancé's belongings just got delivered to a random address, with a note saying she's been living with someone else for 3 years? Athena Moon. I think we need to talk, publicly, since you're not answering your phone. The post had 60 comments already. I grabbed coffee and started reading. People were confused. Some thought it was a joke, others were asking for details. Then someone dropped my name in the comments. One of Athena's friends trying to defend her, accidentally confirming that yes, she'd been dating me. William replied immediately. Dating? Dating. She's been living with someone and planning a wedding with me? It was unraveling fast. Beautiful, really. I didn't have to do anything except watch. My phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, then figured why not. Hello? Is this Tristan? Male voice. Tight, controlled anger. Speaking, William Brooks, I think you know who I am. I sat down, took a sip of coffee. The fiancé. Yeah, I saw your post. Is it true? Was she living with you? 3 years. Lease had both our names until I had it updated yesterday. Want me to email you a copy? Silence. Heavy breathing on the other end. I need to meet you, he said finally. Today. Why? Because I need to know what the hell is going on. She's telling me you're lying, that you're some obsessed ex, that this is all a misunderstanding. I couldn't help it. I laughed. She's creative. I'll give her that. Sure, I'll meet you. But not at my place. Public location. We agreed on a coffee shop downtown. Neutral territory. I showed up 15 minutes early, grabbed a table in the back. William arrived right on time, looking like he hadn't slept. Suit wrinkled, tie loose. He sat down across from me. Didn't bother with pleasantries. Show me proof. I pulled out my phone, opened the photo gallery. Pictures of Athena and me at the apartment, dates stamped going back years. Her toothbrush in our bathroom, her clothes in our closet, grocery receipts with both our names, utility bills. His face went from angry to pale to something harder. How long? We met 4 years ago. Moved in together after about a year. Everything was fine until Monday, when she came back from Miami wearing your ring. Miami. He closed his eyes. She told me it was a work conference, said she couldn't bring anyone. She told me it was a girls' trip with her friend Rose. Rose is my cousin. His voice was flat. She helped me pick out the ring. Athena met my whole family that weekend. My parents threw an engagement party. The pieces clicked together. So you proposed in Miami? Saturday night. Beach proposal. Whole thing planned out. He looked at me. She said yes, cried, posted about it on her private Instagram, called her parents right after, and then came back to our apartment like nothing happened. We sat there for a minute. Two guys realizing we'd both been played by the same person. How did she think this would work? William finally asked. No idea. Maybe she figured she'd string us both along until she decided which life she wanted. Maybe she liked having options. Does it matter? No. He pulled off his tie completely, shoved it in his pocket. No, it doesn't. What are you going to do? Already did it. Canceled the engagement this morning. She's been blowing up my phone since the Facebook post went up. He showed me his screen. 43 missed calls from Athena. Called her parents too. Her dad tried to say this was all a big misunderstanding. I sent him the photos you just showed me. How'd that go? He hung up. My phone buzzed. Text from a number I didn't know. Tristan, this is Athena's mom. We need to talk about what you've done to my daughter. I showed William. He shook his head. Got the same message. They're in full damage control mode. Not my problem anymore. I blocked the number. William leaned back in his chair. She's telling everyone you're obsessed with her, that you won't let her move on, that you're harassing her. Let her tell it. The proof says otherwise. She's good at this, you know, the lying. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what else wasn't real, how much of our relationship was fiction. I understood that feeling. Everything after Monday for me, maybe longer. Who knows when she actually met you? 8 months ago, mutual friends party. He rubbed his face. 8 months of planning a future with someone who already had a completely different life. At least you found out before the wedding? True. He stood up, extended his hand. Thanks for meeting me, and for not making this harder than it already is. I shook it. We're both better off. Yeah. He grabbed his jacket. Good luck, man. You too. I watched him leave, then checked my phone again. The Facebook post had 200 comments now. Athena's friends were divided, some defending her, others asking questions she couldn't answer without admitting everything. Ellen had posted, "I'm so confused right now. Can someone please explain what's actually happening?" Someone replied with screenshots of the lease I'd emailed William. He must have shared them. Another comment, "So she was living with one guy and engaged to another? That's actually insane." The truth was spreading faster than she could control it. No matter what story she tried to tell, the evidence was everywhere. Documents, photos, timestamps. Two men who'd compared notes and confirmed each other's experiences. Her house of cards was collapsing, and I didn't have to push. Gravity was doing all the work. Floyd texted again. "Bro, this is wild. She's getting destroyed in those comments." I typed back, "Not my circus anymore." But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying watching it burn. The next few days were a masterclass in watching someone's life implode from a safe distance. Athena tried every approach in the playbook. She started with anger, sending emails through accounts I hadn't blocked yet. Long paragraphs about how I'd ruined her life, destroyed her reputation, turned everyone against her. I deleted them without reading past the first line. Then came the tears. Voice messages left on Floyd's phone, begging him to convince me to talk to her. He forwarded them to me with a single text. Should I respond? No. She tried showing up at my work Wednesday afternoon. Security stopped her in the lobby. Apparently, she'd made enough of a scene that they had to escort her out. My supervisor mentioned it casually the next day. "Some woman was here yesterday asking for you. Seemed upset. Everything okay?" "Ex-girlfriend situation. It's handled." He nodded, didn't push further. Good supervisor. By Thursday, Athena's social media presence had vanished completely. Accounts deleted or set to maximum privacy. Too late, though. Screenshots of her engagement announcement, the Facebook explosion, William's public call-out. All of it was circulating everywhere. Ellen reached out to me directly. "I need to know the truth. Was she really living with you?" I sent her 3 photos. Athena's driver's license showing my address, a lease agreement, a utility bill from last month with both names. Oh my God. Ellen's response came 10 minutes later. "I asked her about the address thing last year. She said she used your place for mail because her parents' neighborhood had package theft issues. I believed her. She's convincing. I'm so sorry. This is insane." Some of us are starting to realize other things don't add up either. Like what? She told me she was working late constantly. Told Rose she was training for a marathon. Told her parents she was taking online courses. Now, I'm wondering where she actually was all those times. Probably with William. Managing 2 complete lives required serious time management. I almost had to admire the logistics of it. Friday brought a new development. Athena's father called my phone from his office number. I almost didn't answer, then decided to hear what he had to say. "Tristan, this is Henry Moon." "I know. We need to discuss this situation like adults." "There's nothing to discuss. Your daughter made choices." I responded appropriately. "You humiliated her publicly, put her belongings on our driveway like garbage, turned her fiancé against her." I documented a living situation that existed. William figured out the rest himself. And those belongings? I had them professionally moved and delivered safely. That's more courtesy than the situation required. Silence. "She made a mistake. She's confused." But what you've done is vindictive. No, sir. Vindictive would have been posting about it myself, calling her job, contacting her friends first. I did none of that. I simply removed her from my apartment and answered questions honestly when asked. Everything else was her mess spilling over. You could have been discreet. She could have not gotten engaged to someone else while living with me. We all have choices. He hung up. I expected that. Saturday, I ran into Rose at the grocery store. William's cousin, the one who'd supposedly organized the Miami trip. She recognized me from photos. "You're Tristan." "That's me." She looked uncomfortable. "I owe you an apology. I helped plan that proposal. I had no idea she was with someone." William's devastated. "Not your fault. You didn't know." She told us she'd been single for over a year. Said she was focusing on her career. We all believed her. Rose shook her head. William really loved her. He was talking about kids, buying a house, the whole future. He dodged a bullet. We both did, in different ways. She hesitated. For what it's worth, our whole family thinks he made the right call ending it. Some of them wanted him to try to work it out. But after seeing all the proof, the timeline, everything, there's no coming back from that level of deception. Agreed. Are you doing okay? Honest question. I considered it. Yeah, actually. Angry at first, but mostly just relieved I found out before it went further. Makes sense. She grabbed her cart. Take care of yourself. You too. Sunday evening, Floyd came over with pizza and updates. So, latest gossip from Ellen, who heard it from someone else. Athena moved back in with her parents, quit her job, basically went into hiding. That was fast. Apparently, her boss saw the Facebook stuff. Didn't fire her, but strongly suggested she take time off. Too much drama affecting the workplace. I grabbed another slice. What about William? Ellen says he's doing better. Went camping with some friends last weekend trying to process everything. Good for him. Floyd studied me. You seem weirdly calm about all this. Because it's over. She's someone else's problem now. I paused. Well, nobody's problem, just her own. No regrets? I thought about it. 3 years with someone who could maintain a double life that completely. Who could look me in the eye every day while planning a wedding with another man. Who could compartmentalize that thoroughly. Only regret is not seeing it sooner. But no, I'm good. What if she tries to come back? Apologizes, wants to explain? Then she wasted her time. I finished my beer. Some things you don't come back from. This is one of them. My phone buzzed. Email from an address I didn't recognize. Subject line, please read this. I opened it. Athena, using what was probably a throwaway account. Tristan, I know you probably won't read this, but I need to try. I never meant to hurt you. Things with William happened fast, and I got caught up in it. I was confused about what I wanted. I made terrible mistakes, and I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I lost everything, my relationship with you, my engagement, my job, most of my friends. I'm paying for what I did. I just need you to know I never stopped caring about you. That was real. Please, if there's any part of you that remembers what we had, give me a chance to explain properly. I'm staying at my parents' house. We could meet somewhere private and just talk. No pressure, no expectations, just closure. I read it twice, then deleted it. Floyd watched me. Her? Yep. What did she say? Doesn't matter. He grinned. That's cold. That's closure. 3 weeks later, I was a different person. Not dramatically, just clearer, lighter. The apartment felt like mine again. I'd rearranged everything. Bought a new couch that I actually liked. Hung up artwork I'd kept in storage because Athena said it didn't match her aesthetic. Turned out, I had decent taste when I wasn't compromising on everything. Work got better too, more focused. Stayed later when I wanted to. Left early when I didn't. No more coordinating schedules. No more checking in. No more navigating someone else's emotional weather patterns. Just straightforward productivity. Floyd and I started hitting the gym regularly. Nothing crazy, just consistent. Felt good to have a routine that was actually mine. We'd grab dinner after, talk about nothing important. Normal friendship stuff I'd let slide during the relationship. "You seem different," he said one Thursday evening over burgers. "How so?" "Less stressed, more like yourself." "Probably because I am myself again." "No regrets about ending it?" "None. About not seeing it sooner, maybe. But can't change the past." "You hear from her at all?" "She tried a few more times through different emails. I don't read them anymore. Just delete on sight." "Smart." He paused. "Ellen mentioned Athena's been seeing a therapist, trying to figure out why she did what she did." "Good for her, genuinely, but not my concern." "Ellen also said she asks about you sometimes, wants to know if you're dating anyone." I laughed. Why would that matter to her? "Probably wants to know if you've moved on." "I moved on the second I saw that ring. Everything after was just logistics." That Sunday, I was at the hardware store picking up supplies for a shelving project. Simple stuff, organizing my tools properly. I was comparing drill bits when I heard her voice. "Tristan." I turned. Athena stood 3 aisles over, holding a basket with cleaning supplies. She looked different, thinner, hair pulled back, no makeup. The confidence she used to carry was gone completely. Part of me wanted to just walk away. But we were both adults. Might as well handle this. "Athena." She walked closer, hesitant. "How are you?" "Good. You?" "Managing." She shifted the basket. "I've been wanting to talk to you." I figured. You've sent enough emails. "You didn't read them." "Didn't need to." She flinched. "Right, that's fair." Silence stretched between us. Other shoppers moved past, oblivious to the tension. "I'm staying with my parents," she said finally. "Started therapy, trying to understand what I did." "Okay. That's it? Just okay?" I shrugged. "What do you want me to say? I'm glad you're getting help. I mean that. But it doesn't change anything." "I know. I wanted to apologize in person, not through email or messages, actually face to face." Apology noted. "Tristan, please, I'm trying here. I know you are. And I appreciate that you recognize what happened was wrong. But Athena, you maintained 2 completely separate relationships for months. You got engaged to someone while living with me. That's not a mistake. That's not confusion. That's calculated deception." Her eyes filled with tears. "I never meant to hurt you." "Maybe not, but you did. And more importantly, you showed me exactly who you are when things get complicated. That's not someone I want in my life." "So that's it? 3 years together and you just write me off?" "You wrote us off when you said yes to his proposal. I'm just accepting the reality you created." She wiped her eyes. "I miss you. You miss the life you had, the stability, the option. You don't miss me specifically." "That's not true." "It is, though. If you missed me, you wouldn't have done what you did. Simple as that. A store employee walked past, noticed us, quickly moved on. Athena took a breath, steadied herself. Are you seeing anyone? That's not your business anymore. Right. Sorry. She adjusted her grip on the basket. I should let you go. I just wanted you to know I'm sorry. Truly. And I hope you're happy. I am, genuinely. She nodded, started to turn away, then stopped. For what it's worth, you handled everything better than I deserved. You could have made this so much worse for me. I could have, but I'm not interested in revenge. I'm interested in moving forward. I can respect that. She gave me a small, sad smile. Take care of yourself, Tristan. You too. I watched her walk away, then turned back to the drill bits. Picked the one I needed, headed to checkout. The conversation had been awkward, sure, but also final, definitive. No ambiguity left. Floyd called as I was loading the supplies in my car. What are you up to? Just left the hardware store, building some shelves today. Nice. Hey, some people are meeting up at McKinney's pub tonight. Want to come? Yeah, actually. That sounds good. Cool. 7 o'clock. I drove home, unloaded the car, spread out the materials in the living room, took measurements, marked the wall, started drilling. Simple, satisfying work. The kind where you see immediate results. My phone buzzed. Ellen's name popped up. Hey, Athena just texted me. Said she ran into you. Yeah, hardware store. How was it? Fine. Awkward but civil. She apologized. Did you accept? I acknowledged it. But we're done. That chapter's closed. Good. You deserve better than what she put you through. Appreciate that. Also, there's someone I want you to meet. My friend Madison. She's funny, smart, has her life together. No drama. Want me to give her your number? I considered it. 3 weeks ago, I would have said no automatically. Now? Sure, why not? Really? Really. But Ellen, keep it casual. I'm not looking for anything serious right now. Understood. Just coffee. See if you click. After we hung up, I finished mounting the first shelf. Stepped back, checked if it was level. Perfect. Started on the second one. The apartment was quiet. Not lonely quiet. Just peaceful. My space, my rules, my timeline. 3 weeks ago, I discovered my girlfriend was engaged to someone else. Today, I was building shelves and potentially meeting someone new for coffee. Not because I needed to fill a void, but because I was ready to. That felt like progress. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number, text message. Hi, Tristan. This is Madison. Ellen gave me your number. Hope that's okay? Want to grab coffee this week? I smiled, typed back a response. That works. How's Wednesday? Wednesday's perfect. I set the phone down, picked up the drill. 2 more shelves to go, then dinner, then drinks with Floyd and whoever else showed up at McKinney's. Somewhere across town, Athena was probably still processing our conversation, probably calling her therapist or texting her remaining friends, still trying to make sense of how everything fell apart. That wasn't my problem anymore. I had shelves to build. Our story has come to an end. If you've made it this far, how about subscribing to our channel? It helps us immensely. I've selected 2 other videos for you that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Feel free to click on them. I'll be waiting for you in the next story. See you soon.